All right, so where we stopped last time, we were about to do a heist. We were gonna break into the magical vault to prove our innocence? Question mark? Sure. I don't know how long this game is. I feel like it's not going to be a long one. So I feel like we might already be a little bit more than halfway through the game. It's been an interesting game. I feel like we're kind of seeing some of the cracks in the conceit. And I mean, a musical visual novel is very ambitious as far as a mashup. So I feel like they get a little bit of leeway on that point. I'm willing to extend them a little bit of courtesy on that front for doing that. It is interesting conceptually, and it's not bad, but it feels, so a couple times I'm feeling things are a little bit dissonant. So I'm interested to see how things go up, because usually in a lot of things the early portions tend to be the strongest. So I'm hoping that things don't get worse during the latter end. Usually the funding starts running out near the end. They start rushing some things. I don't know if that's what happened with this project. I wasn't super following it. But let's jump back in on the action. And so our three options was that our mundane friend distracts Hecate. We could be up front with Hecate, and we can sneak in the back way. And I wanted to sneak in the back way because I think the Minotaur, he is perhaps, we might run into him, and then he's helped us once. You know, he might still help us because he's got the loophole. You know, he wasn't made to swear to not tell people, therefore, because you know they were ignoring him, so you know, he was able to give us some information.
Wait, are you sure this is right? Was that the right door? You're asking me like I'm supposed to know? It just feels like we're back outside again. Maybe that was some kind of portal or...
That's a lot of books.
Or maybe we're right where we're supposed to be.
This is gonna take a long time for me to read all these books. I think we should be careful.
We should be careful. Remember what the Minotaur said? Alarms. Magical defenses. None of which killed Calliope, we think. But sure, I hear you. How do we avoid getting lost? It's like a labyrinth.
It literally is a labyrinth.
But I've never had any trouble finding my way around. Hey, easy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, no need to freak out. I'm a guardian, sure, but I'm not a monster. But, yeah, you know you're not supposed to be in here, right?
I have permission! You owe us a favor? I don't like that the quote-unquote smart style is that we lie. I don't want to lie to him. He's a good bean. Would you say please?
I have to figure out what Calliope did here. Please, can't you just let us look around?
Oh, it's just... Kate would be so mad.
She knows you're the sweetest, most thoughtful bullman there is. She'd understand.
I want to, but...
I'd really appreciate it.
I need to bring you back to Kate. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh!
Hey! Come back! Oi, come back!
Okay. I don't hear anything. I think I'm all right.
All right, I think our friend is going to get caught.
She better be. First things first, how do I do this? Where do I even start?
Well, you could read a book.
Must have been here. She could have stood in this very spot. Maybe if I just focus.
if you think real hard... Uh-oh. Ghost. See, my theory is Athena hid something without Hecate knowing. The labyrinth would be a good place to hide it.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, I've definitely been here before.
Okay, we got Poseidon's trident. We got this crying head. A golden apple, right? Those are classic items. Interesting. Do you like the labyrinth is a library? That's clever. Yeah, it is very nice. I do say I love the kind of urban fantasy kind of aesthetic they've been going with the setting. I do think that's been very, very well done. Really like it. Let's check out the egg. I don't know if this is a Greek myth, but this makes me think of a Behelit from Berserk. So I gotta check. Oh wait, no, egg. The snake has an egg. There's a snag. Egg.
I don't get any feeling from that. Will I know it when I see it?
Look at his face. Adorable. Okay. What's the mask? He's Scram.
What did Freddie say about mazes? Was it always go left? Or go left and then go right?
You always put one hand on the wall and just go left or just go right. And you just follow it around. Now, granted, there are ways of designing a maze that oblivates that. But generally, it's a good strategy. A delicious apple. I'm sure no discord could come about from eating it.
Out there? Can you hear me? What am I doing? All that'll do is tell everyone where I am.
Fine, I'll look at the instrument.
Is that a weapon? A musical instrument? Maybe it's both.
I really thought the instrument was going to be the one that it wanted me to look at. I guess we'll look at the mirror. Meow, meow, on the wall. Who's the most serpentine of them all? No, it's Calliope, you're not a snake. You can't do that.
Here. She was standing right here. And she...
Is it a portal?
Uh-oh.
We can talk about
If
this.
there's any chance you'll put those knives away.
Who are they? Are they going to be the Furies? Or just some generic statues? Oh. Our music power's not working.
What's happening? Why didn't it work?
Are they anti-god defenses? Because they seem to be able to negate god powers. Oh. Because I still suspect Athena's the big bad. What if Athena has been the one actually killing the gods this whole time? and she has these anti-god
Freddie,
minions.
run. My powers don't work on them. They just keep coming.
Their knives certainly explain Calliope's stab wounds. Freddie!
No, I won't let you. Freddie!
What? Wait, and they just leave? What the fuck? That's fucked up. Wait, what? I'm so confused.
Oh God. Oh God, Freddie.
By the gods.
What the fuck?
Furies.
Okay, so that it was the Furies. What?
Those beings were the Furies. Beyond all our laws. Not idols, but the embodiment of retribution. How did you draw them here?
I didn't. There was a big mirror, but I didn't even touch it.
There is only one mirror of which you could be speaking. That used by the goddess Nyx to contact the Fates. Using the mirror would not have brought the Furies down upon you. Not unless the Fates themselves decreed it.
I didn't talk to any fates. There were figures in the mirror, but they vanished when the Furies got there.
It's really
This is no
interesting.
defense or spell of the reliquaries. I do not have the power to summon the Furies, and I know none who do. You should consider yourself fortunate, Grace. They do not desist until retribution has been exacted. But now is when you leave. Pray the knowledge you obtained was worth the price.
My friend is dead, Hecate? What the fuck? Don't you like Freddie? You're both book nerds. Come on, Hecate. It's also really interesting to see the Furies as those like cold statues, because, you know, the years of Hades has kind of burned into my mind like how the Furies are. So it's a little dissonant to see such a completely different interpretation of the Furies.
Persephone, we can't just... There must be something we can do.
She made her choice, Grace.
No! It's not right!
Come. There's nothing more to be done.
Cold Methodal versus Hades unhinges. Yeah. I feel like we have an explanation for Calliope's stab wound now. I'm still feeling the Athena theory. Shit fucking is suspicious. Oh, that's a hell of a way to go into Act 3. Great. Cool. My friend's dead. Awesome.
I'm sorry it came to this, Grace. It's clear what your friend meant to you.
No, you think?
It should have been me, not her.
Don't say that.
This was my fight, my problem. I'm already slated to die. If anyone paid the price...
Your friend gave you the chance to not repeat history. Don't waste it. Grace, is that how Calliope died? Was she also attacked by the Furies? Do you remember?
Yeah. She meant to use the mirror, but she never had the chance before they came.
No doubt sent by the same person. Perhaps for the same reason.
You think Hecate would have just let you in if you asked? I feel like Freddie would have distracted Hecate because both of them book nerded out last time. I feel like Freddie would have been able to distract her and then I would have been able to slip away and go and see it. I feel like that's how that would have gone. This definitely feels like a situation where no matter which branch, we ultimately arrive at the same situation kind of thing. Just sort of the flavor of how we got there is different. You can command the Furies.
After me. Even Hecate had no idea who possessed that kind of power.
No one does, not these days. Hecate herself would have been my guess. Zeus might have, in his role as king of old Olympus, but he is long gone.
But Athena's the head honcho in his
Unless
absence.
they weren't summoned. They could have been responding to something you did unwittingly, something Calliope also did. What that could be? I'm afraid I have no clue.
Something like on the tip of my mind. Let's see. Let's do a talk and see if it shakes out.
If the Furies are so powerful, why did they stop? They just stabbed Freddie and left.
They're not assassins, Grace. They exist to punish. They demanded blood, and blood was taken. It didn't need to be yours.
So if Freddie hadn't interfered...
They wouldn't have rested, not ever, until they had their due.
So they're not perfect. There is loopholes to use the Furies. But I think maybe Athena as the head, sort of like how Zeus would have been the head of the Olympians, her as the head of the choir, has an equivalent power. And then she could just make like an arbitrary rule as leader, you know, if anyone tries to contact you, silence them sort of thing. So it's like making it so if anyone tries to find out that she has direct control of the Furies, that knowledge itself incurs retribution, which the Furies are like ironclad to have to deliver. I wonder if the secret is the knowledge that the Furies are basically in place still. What's Calliope trying to do?
Calliope was there to use the mirror, but it was just feeling. I still don't understand why.
There's only one use for that mirror, to speak to the Fates.
Yeah, okay, but why?
The Fates know all that is or will be. Destiny is theirs to command, or so it's said. One contacts them either to know one's fate, or to change it. Not that the Fates are likely to oblige.
Oh, what if Athena was fated to die? And then because she isn't... Oh, that would be grim. If Athena is avoiding death by absorbing the essence from the other gods, and so that's why the gods have been fading, is, you know, through loophole abuse, she's been having the Furies kill them, and then she harvests theirs, extending her lifeline and avoiding the Fates. She puts a command on the Fates or chaos or something, so that if anyone tries to contact the Fates and perhaps find out that Athena was fated to die or something, you know, anyone learning about this is silenced by the fear.
Can these Fates really control the future?
They control the fate of all beings. I imagine it's they who give Apollo his powers, and they who write Hecate's books.
So someone really didn't want Calliope messing with them.
Or you, it seems.
Could it have been the Fates? Maybe they don't like being called on now for anything.
They're not known to be vindictive. If they don't want to answer, they simply won't.
You don't find this suspicious, Persephone?
What are the Furies? They didn't seem like people.
Think of them as forces of nature, but an aspect mortals rarely encounter. They're older than any idol. They were created to enforce the ancient laws.
There are ancient laws now?
Well, there were. Laws even the idols had to obey from the earliest days of old Olympus. Even if they still existed and you'd broken one, we would all know. These are not petty crimes one stumbles into.
Yeah, breaking hospitality. That tends to be a common one. Interesting that the Furies in this setting are set that way. I don't remember if... I'm pretty sure the Furies were still just traditional... I don't... Chthonic? Is it chthonic? I think that's how it said. Heat gods. I didn't recall them being primordial, like in a Titan sense.
I don't know what to do. We still have no idea why Calliope wanted to talk to the Fates.
Well, there is another way to ask them.
I wondered how long that would take. Hecate is enraged. She's threatened to close off the reliquary entirely and forever. Athena is beside herself.
How long have you been standing there?
Long enough. You just had to keep pushing, didn't you? Until you got what you wanted.
This isn't about me. We're out of options, Apollo, and you know there's only one other way to contact the Fates.
Oh, how convenient.
Wait, what's this about some other way? What are you talking about, Persephone?
May I explain it to Grace, or do you have another option, Apollo? If so, now's the time.
Apollo gotta do something.
Thought not. The Fates will respond to the ruler of Hades, the true underworld and realm of the dead. What I propose is that we go there and take back the throne that was stripped from me.
Is that
Wait, what?
something we can do? Just go to the land of the dead?
That was not a twist I expected.
Overthrow it?
Truth be told, there isn't much to overthrow. Few mortals still believe in Hades, and thus its halls have been nearly empty for eons.
So how do you...
The throne itself is the key, both symbolically and literally. Claim it, and Hades is yours.
But you can't claim it because you're barred from Hades.
By a rule that we would need to break were we to do this, yes.
Interesting. So the thing I think interesting on that is that less people believe in the Greek gods, so less people are being sent to Hades. That is interesting in the context of like the religions being urban fantasy kind of thing. You know, you are sent to the afterlife, that which you believe in. That has I feel like I've read a interesting short story on that premise of gods walking among the people, sort of you know, people who follow fans of their religion, so to speak. will go into their afterlife. Did you plan this?
Is this something you planned all along, Persephone?
Meaning what? What, that I knew what would occur at the reliquary? Perhaps you think I'm the one who unleashed the Furies upon you.
You've waited for this opportunity for over a century.
Waited, yes. Bided my time. And the moment has arrived.
But that's not why you originally agreed to help me?
No, that's not why.
It's kind of weird. I mean, who says Persephone has to sit on the throne? I could claim the throne. I'll be a muse, god of the underworld.
So if we go to Hades and find your throne, how much trouble would that get us into exactly?
A great deal.
Oh, will they execute me for
As
it?
if Athena could execute Grace a second time.
Thank you,
She's already
Persephone.
been warned about breaking more rules.
The responsibility of this will be mine. Let Athena try to take my throne again.
Oh, what if we get the throne and we find all the dead gods that are there? Because it sounds like nobody's sitting on the throne of Hades, so there's no god of the underworld. Or what if the fact that there's no god of the... I wonder if the lack of a god of the underworld is having an effect on the gods passing along into new reincarnations. Because that would be an interesting mechanic if the god of the underworld, like whenever someone passes on their godhood to the next person, if the ruler of the underworld could help them, you know, maybe curtail some of the memories. Because that could actually be a way Aphrodite could get some healing, is if some of those traumatic memories could be excised from her soul. So like instead of all the years and centuries and, you know, all accumulating on top of each other, could maybe be shaved away. Because they said they've existed since like sort of the dawn of humankind. None of them have talked about the god of the underworld having that ability. Nah. Is there no other way?
No other way to talk to these fates? Do we have to take the nuclear option?
Do you want to try going back to the reliquary?
No, hell no.
The only other person with a direct connection to the fates is Apollo here.
You know it doesn't work like that.
Then it's the throne or nothing, isn't it?
How do we get to Hades? Do we need a key like the reliquary?
Athena took my key, and the entrance at Lake Avernus was sealed long ago, which leaves only Hermes.
Hermes, my boy.
They might, if you ask them to. Then why did you come, Apollo? To gloat? To wish Grace well? Or to actually help? Get us there. I'll lead us to the throne, and Grace can speak with the fates. It's simple.
Yeah, simple.
Oh, it's another crazy plan, right?
Grace.
I know, but there's no point in stopping now, is there?
I can't. I'm sorry, but this is a step too far.
Seriously,
Consider this,
dude?
Apollo. Grace's mortal friend was slain by the Furies. According to the old laws.
Her soul is in Hades.
Wait, what is that?
What does that mean?
Oh, can we bring her
If
back?
her soul is in Hades, then...
It means the ruler of Hades can release her.
Oh,
That's
shit.
assuming everything remained as it was. Fine.
The,
I'll get you Hades.
the Orpheus loophole. Let's do
If
this.
that's what you prefer, by all means.
It's fine, Hermes. Get this over with.
This whole every time we have this situation of like, what are they gonna do? Kill me twice? Oh.
Shall I wait here, or...
No. I'm not gonna lie to them. Hermes has always treated me fairly.
Oh, hey, if it isn't Apollo and Grace and, Persephone. Wow, the whole gang, huh?
I'm afraid I have to call in that favor. I need you to take Grace and Persephone to Hades.
Oh, man, I don't know. Athena specifically said I wasn't supposed to take anyone, you know? No matter what.
Oh, this is pointless. They're never gonna help us, Apollo.
Can I ask what's going on? Nobody ever tells me anything, and you want me to get in huge trouble, but for what?
You won't be in. Why does that not say lie? That's fucked up. Don't. Hermes is a precious NB bean. Don't do that to them. All right, now that I have this on dialogue. So the what are they gonna do? Kill me twice kind of stuff. Reminds me of a web serial Also a great one, The Gods Are Bastards, where the character basically gets declared arch heretic, and then they have to, through a series of situations that happens, they're sitting at peace negotiations with basically a force that declares itself, you know, the force of good in the world. And, you know, they're trying to do the whole politicking, negotiating thing. And they're trying to be hardliners of like, well, if you don't concede to these, you know, stipulations, you know, and she's just like, oh, what are you going to do? Are you going to declare war on me? Are you going to declare me arch heretic? What? And then they just kind of like shut up and flounder. And she's like, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, it's almost like if you jump all the way to the extreme end of things, you'll leave yourself with no bargaining position. Shut the fuck up. Sit down. My rendition of the scene doesn't do it justice, but it is just chef's kiss. Magnificent. Anyway, we're going there to save Freddie.
Freddie's dead, Hermes.
What? When did that happen?
She was killed by the Furies. That means she's in Hades. Probably. I have to try to find her there. You're her friend too. I know you wouldn't want to abandon her.
Okay. Signal when you need to come back.
It just pops a trunk. Damn.
Yeah, feels like the right thing.
Be careful, Grace. And remember, the Underworld doesn't give up its shades without a price.
I think I can tell her the rules, Apollo. Let's go.
I'll turn them into salt or who knows what else condiments. Don't want to get turned into a towering tower of basil.
Welcome
or a pillar of
to the
basil.
real Underworld.
Oh, it's time for some Hades Town. Speaking of musicals. Way down. Hades Town. Way deep down on the ground.
Empty. So lonely.
It's not completely empty. Neither is the throne, for that matter. A bitter shade named Orpheus has been squatting on it since my exile. I fully expect he'll be waiting for us.
Hey, Orpheus!
Who is this Orpheus? The name sounds familiar.
It should. His is a popular tale among mortals regarding how he once came to the Underworld to retrieve his love, Eurydice, and left with nothing. Hades tricked him, you see, and with Hades dead, the blame has evidently fallen on me.
Hi, welcome. Trash day. Any cool trash? I mean, I'm just a garbage snake. You know me, sitting here in my little trash can. Hi. I hope the rest of your stream went well, Kai. Hello, Phantom Knight and Rana. I hope y'all have been well. If y'all are coming here from Kai's place, remember to make sure you're following Kai, because Kai is amazing and draws cool art, has a great vending machine, great music playlist. It's all great stuff at Kai's streams. And if y'all don't know me, I'm Dreki Ormer, the Draconic Serpent, the flightless dragon, or simply worm on the internet. Kai, streaming is hard work, especially using your brain to do a bunch of arts. So I implore you, nay, demand you to stand up, wiggle it out, leave a piss, take a water. Probably grab your water from someplace different than where you pissed. I mean, I recommend, some nice, cool, chilled, filtered water, but I mean, you do you. I can't dictate what you do. I don't know how the dumpster juice be over there as a trash gremlin. But yes. What if I take the water before you piss in it? That might work, I guess. you've been curious about this game. It is interesting. It is very interesting. It is ambitious, considering you're combining elements of a visual novel and elements of a musical together. It doesn't do it perfectly, which honestly, I feel like that's a big ask anyway, because there's a lot of elements in visual novels that I feel like make it hard to fit into a musical. Because if you think of like a musical, you know, all of the song elements are designed to flow into each other in a specific way. But if you have visual novel elements of choice and you have these pivot moments within the musical itself, you kind of exponentially make the music design more difficult, because now you need to make elements of the song portion which can pivot between different sort of structural ways of the musical bits to go. And so there's a little bit of friction there. It does a decent enough job. I feel like the game might be better if I stuck to just one style, just to keep the musical portion consistent. That kind of like pulls away from the visual novel element of, you know, your choices, you know, in between each segment. I don't know. We are actually just starting Act 3 of the game. And so we have gone to hell to help Persephone retake the throne of Hades. We admire the time. Yes. It's certainly a very interesting concept of the gods. It's very urban fantasy-ish. All the gods are pretty neat, especially you have Hermes. They are a little actually, were they? I'm suddenly forgetting. I know they're they. Oh, it was in one of the dialogue things. Anyway, I'm losing my mind. But yeah, we just got the hell.
You didn't think to mention earlier that the throne.
Also, our friend got stabbed.
Because it's irrelevant. Orpheus isn't an idol. He's just an angry little man clinging to an existence that doesn't want him any longer.
And what are we supposed to do? Organize an armed resistance? Challenge him to a duel?
That's what you're here for.
I'm gonna fight him?
Oh,
It's a dance-off. I mean, it is Orpheus, so it's gonna be a song and dance number.
Okay, so there's an angry ghost sitting on your throne. Anything else about this trip you've neglected to mention?
Come. It's time to cross the Styx.
Ooh, are we gonna see Charon? I want to see Charon. What's their interpretation of Charon?
The ferryman
spoopy.
will come soon. As we are not dead, you will need to convince him you are worthy of passage. State your case clearly and with determination.
Time for us to singa. Well, that's a big boat. Oh, is Charon gonna be a giant? Holy fuck! Damn! Now that's a substantial unit.
I am Persephone, also known as Despoina and Core Sotiera, once queen of the Underworld, and shall be again. No, Charon, I did not bring you any cards. I am not here to entertain
Is Kevin playing like trading card games? That would be pretty fucking funny.
Hey there. I'm Grace, idol and last of the muses. Is that enough?
Of course she's a muse. Why would she lie about such a thing? He says he's always liked the muses and that you're very pretty. No, she didn't. Neither of us brought games to play with you, Charon.
Aww. Aww. Play one game with him. He's lonely. He's stuck on his boat.
Oh, I'm sure we can come up with something to amuse him. You need to interpret that for me.
Oh, Karen.
Thank you for encouraging.
Look at his little excited
Get away,
face.
Charon. It's a long ride to the throne.
Karen is great. He's just a giant softie. Him's good bean. It's funny how the most monstrous creatures in this game all are just big softies at heart. It's very cute.
I wouldn't touch that.
Okay, I guess we have a song number.
Too much for you. Overload you. Blow a fuse. Every story. Every memory winds up here in the water. I used to dream that this river would rise, swallow the anger, tears in my eyes. Then suddenly I was found alone. I destroyed Hades, but was denied his throne.
Really is dead here, isn't it?
Everything here is fading away. She needs her queen.
We're here for Freddie, too.
I killed the king fair and square. They had no right to take it from me.
I don't know much about suffering. You've seen your life disappear. I lost a friend. If I could find her again, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here.
Someone's coming. There's music floating through. Someone's coming. And it has me singing too. We have visitors. I think we all know what to do. To the throne room. This bard's about to meet a muse.
There's someone singing with us.
That would be Orpheus.
Is he a muse?
Oh, he's so much more than that.
Someone's
I didn't belong
a
here,
wolf is waiting in the
but that
tomb.
throne belongs to
Someone's
me.
coming.
No one deserves
I
it
can feel them howling at the
more
moon.
than I.
Forget why we came here.
There's a name here
I won't forget,
that reeks
but you
of
can
an
bet he
enemy.
knows someone's coming.
It's about time, Persephone.
Orpheus, I've been. What happened to the music?
Wait, what happened to the music?
I have been waiting for you, Persephone, for so long. And you brought a muse. Hi. Lovely tune, by the way. Can't remember the last time I collaborated with someone so talented.
Oh shit, it's a collab.
Welcome to my world. Let me treat you to a song, a welcome gift. I have the floor. It is mine, after all. Muse, any requests? Questions?
My friend is dead. Can you help me?
Loop. The river keeps secrets deep in the water. How far do you sink till you're buried below? I challenged the fates and found my Eurydice, but you had to kill her, and I won't let it go. You're asking the wrong person.
I hear your torment and your suffering. They made your love disappear. I lost a friend. If I can find her again, that's why I'm here.
That's why I'm here.
That's why I'm
Orpheus,
here.
you're here for you are stubborn.
This is when you say you're certain you had no control. But I saw you smiling when your husband condemned my soul.
Corpses in crowns, tangled and trapped. Eyes full of cobwebs, only looking back.
I think the genre's
See what I see.
kind of chained up a little bit.
Looks all dead to me, both the same.
The same?
I like what you're doing, Muse, but I thought you'd be on my side.
Bard is to blame for the hell that he's been in.
Persephone, you're the reason I'm here. I'm not here to give in.
Oh, you think I will?
Can I get this through both of your heads? You're fighting over something that's dead. I mean, you should have seen this coming.
There's no point in reasoning with him, Grace.
Oh, I believe she was speaking to us both.
I certainly wish.
Okay, this is definitely a situation where I'm using a lot of the aggro options.
Hurting each other now. We should find out if Freddie is near.
We'll get to that, Grace.
Where's my friend? We have to find her again. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here.
Yeah, you both need to move on. This place is dead.
You both exist somewhere on the border between real and imagined, the living, the dead. So how can this place be everything you dreamed of? You both deserve more. You must let it go. You both deserve more than this stupid throne.
We have been fools.
You're right. Yet, what about the throne? We can't just leave it empty, can we?
Take the throne for yourself. Damn, I didn't realize it was an option. I'm not using the aggro style. Also, welcome on by, Ding Dong. Oh, geez, your tails expand. So many tails. Nice, very nice. I think the genre, it feels like each of the three options. So there's the blue, intelligence, red, strength, green, camaraderie, work together, whatever. It feels like each of them is associated with different kind of instruments. You probably didn't see it during that one, but I feel like it was very noticeable in an earlier song with Pan, because on that one I switched between all the options quite a bit when I was choosing on his song, and it really changed. Like the lighting changed. It seemed very distinctive with each of the different styles, and it feels like the instrumentation was a little bit different. It feels like the aggressive one, the red options, tend to have a bit more of that electric guitar, and it feels like the thinky options seem to have like that kind of more of a jazzy kind of feel to it. And then the green options, I can't think off the top of my head. Also, you gotcha. Why are you throwing me in the void? We're already in Hades, all right? You don't need to throw me into the void too. That's just rude. I think we'll just destroy the throne. We'll release all the souls. All hell will break loose.
All that going around in circles, digging up old wounds, and for what? So you can fight over a chair.
I don't think the throne would be a good living room chair, though. It's like solid stone. Like, that's so uncomfortable.
There.
Terrible lumbar support.
You dare. What gives you the right to interfere in this manner? That throne was not yours to break.
You were obsessed, Persephone. You still are. You need to get over it.
And that's for you to decide, is it? That I should get over it?
Look, obviously you need therapy. All these gods need therapy.
So what's your plan now, Grace? I assume you must have one after that big demonstration.
Oh, yep. See, I'm a ghost. I'm in hell. Pillows, cushions, more of a centerpiece. That's true. That's true. I feel like I saw something really weird down here. I mean, it is Hades. I imagine there's all sorts of strange entities floating around. I'm gonna find Freddie.
Was here, right? Then we should be able to find her. We just need to look.
Let's say you do. Okay, what then? You expect to walk out of Hades with her spirit in tow?
Why not?
Yes.
It would have worked for Orpheus if he hadn't looked back, right?
You don't get it, do you? There is no way to free someone from the land of the dead. Not for Orpheus, and certainly not for you.
And the Fates?
Even if you could contact them, Grace, I assure you, they simply wouldn't care.
Wait, what?
I shouldn't be surprised.
Wow, that's fucked up, Persephone.
You're you. And I believed what I wanted to believe.
And neither of us will get what we want today.
As opposed to your original plan, where that would have only been me.
At the very least, I had hoped we might find your friend's spirit.
Why? We can't bring her back.
Not without great sacrifice, no. No, the rules of death are clear. Yet, you might have spoken to her.
I'm a little annoyed they're not even trying to talk to the Fates, though.
I know what it's like not to get the chance to say goodbye.
Freddie! Yes, we were very excited. Thanks to the power of the gnomes, we found our friend.
Freddie, you're here.
We're looking a little blue, Freddie.
Since you arrived. It's not like there's much else going on.
Fred,
No, don't even start, Grace. I made my decision. I don't regret it one bit.
You shouldn't even have been there. I never should have gotten you involved.
Hey, no. You didn't get me involved. I got myself involved.
And look what happened.
I got to be the hero of the story. Just for one shining moment. How cool is that?
This isn't a story, Fred.
Huh? You're wrong. It is a story. And you need to finish it. Without me. Hey, no.
I guess this is it, huh?
Almost. I found someone while I was down here. Someone you really need to meet.
So the past incarnations of the gods are in Hades. Oh shit. All right, Calliope, spill the deets. What's going on, baby?
Calliope.
You can't be real. Your soul is inside Grace.
My Eidolon is inside Grace. The rest of me, I'm here.
I feel like this shouldn't be a revelation since the gods have been alive for... You know what? We'll just gloss right over that.
I don't get it. I thought the Eidolon was Calliope's soul. But if that's true, then... The Eidolon is what makes us an idol, but it's not our soul. Each of us adds a piece to it as it passes on.
But what about the memories?
The memories are but a reflection. And after the Eidolon is passed on, old memories become a reflection of a reflection. That's why the idols have forgotten so much. You knew this truth once, Persephone.
Okay, they at least explain it. They can forget. Eventually.
We need to know what happened to you, Calliope. How did you die?
Why didn't you come to me? If you were in trouble, I would have protected you.
All right, who is it?
You would have. But I couldn't let you be drawn into Apollo's prophecy as well.
Apollo's prophecy?
He didn't tell you? No. I don't suppose he could have. It's a long story. You don't mean to say that Apollo is responsible for your death, right? But his prophecy is. Yes. It said I needed to die. Someone else knew about the prophecy. Athena.
No.
Then she sent the Furies after me when I went to the reliquary. I barely escaped. Fled back to the mortal world. To you.
Yes, we must approach this new information from all 360 degrees. Thank you, Mr. Pickaroo. How'd you go to the reliquary?
The reliquary. We know about the mirror, but
I wanted to annul the prophecy.
And the Fates are the only ones who could, if they would even help me. I doubted it, but I was desperate. I never got the chance to ask. Someone told Athena where I was going, and she must have realized what I meant to do.
But how did she get the Furies to attack you? They aren't pets.
Maybe it's something that the idols can do. But you'd have to ask Athena.
That was certainly a timing. The send Devastan and to scan. Also, thanks for the hydrate, Dorangar. And hi, Blank Fox. I hope all y'all are doing well tonight.
You went to Pan for the key to the reliquary, right? Yes. He's the reason I knew about Nyx's mirror, actually. He told me about it long ago.
He told Medusa where you went.
Oh, thank you for the head pats. And thank you for the boobs.
Oh. Pan couldn't have known what it would mean. I didn't explain.
That's it. You forgive him, just like that.
I'm sure he feels guilty enough, my love.
All right, what's the
power?
prophecy? That's
To Athena.
so fraught.
She demanded it. She was desperate.
How did you even find out?
Yeah, there's a lot of strange creatures down in.
He delivered the prophecy, and he refused to stay silent. And he came to warn me. He was torn. Telling me meant I was locked into it. I still think he did the right thing. Though I expect he disagrees.
I wonder if the prophecy is Athena dying. It's got to be something related to the gods. And so Athena's doing everything she can to avoid it. There's lots of strange creatures down in the underworld. It's hard to see them, though. They just kind of flit by.
What was the prophecy? Surely I need to hear it. If I tell you, you'll be locked into it, just like me.
But the prophecy doesn't just say you have to die. There's more to it, right? They always require interpretation.
Apollo told Athena that. He begged her not to jump to conclusions, but maybe she was right.
It doesn't just involve you, does it? It involves me.
I'm betting it involves all the gods.
Athena wanted to know.
To save the idols, you must kill the idols.
The answer was this. The idols cannot continue so long as the last muse lives.
And I'm the last muse.
And now you know the prophecy.
Idols can't continue so long as the last muse lives. It could be something different, though. They wouldn't be idols anymore. It could be interpreted, I think, the other way. So, like, as long as the last muse lives, the idols will thrive, perhaps? And if the last muse dies, no, because... I don't know. It's tricksy.
Of all the places you could have run to, why come to my apartment?
Because I was dying.
But I couldn't save you. I barely even knew you.
I was wandering the streets that night, wondering if I should go to the reliquary or just flee. And I heard you singing. I followed you home after to see where you lived. I didn't know what would happen to me, but I thought, just in case, I knew I had to hold out until I reached you.
I wish you hadn't. You didn't give me any choice.
I wanted to. I thought I would at least have time to explain.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have believed you.
The Furies, they kept coming. It was all I could do just to reach you. I am so sorry, Grace. I truly did not mean for it to be like this.
Do you blame?
I mean,
Athena
yes,
for what
I
she
blame
did?
Athena.
She wanted to save the idols. And I wanted that too.
Well, I blame her. And Apollo for not telling us what she'd done.
If he had, Grace would have been locked into the same fate as Calliope.
We don't know that.
I feel like he could have been a bit more helpful, having context of the prophecy.
I have to go back. And I have no idea what will happen. None of this seems real.
Ooh, is this gonna be a duet between us and Calliope?
So many years of history, fights, the highs, the miseries. I'm so proud of you, but it's time to go. I never truly saw before how trapped we were, so far from shore. Great at the time, but it's time to go. It's time to go. Will I know where to go without you to guide
They were just best friends, just roommates.
The storming seas. I've had a compass bright and clear. Listen to me when I say, whatever path from which you think you strayed, you will find your way. But it's time to go. It's time to go. It's time to go.
Pie iced. Well, you heard them. It's time to go.